me break it down for you guys on something. I'm a gamer, all right? And I like being a gamer. But being a gamer comes with some advantages and some drawbacks. Mostly drawbacks, such as good social skills and being able to understand relationships. And the thing about relationships is they require some level of basic social skills and understanding of one another. You know this. And I've been in relationships before, but they haven't exactly went too far due to, okay, yeah, you know what? I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It was more than likely me. But with that being said, I've come to terms with that. And honestly, I think I'm okay with that. You see, I'm a Sigma male, okay? I got goals and ambitions, all right? And I don't got time for all these make-out sessions and sexy times. You put that pussy away, all right? I am too busy trying to S-rank all the cyberspace levels in Sonic Frontiers. I am a man on a mission. I had a friend decide what game I was going to play for the next video, and it's Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, the game. This was a video game adaptation of a movie that is also an adaptation of a graphic novel called Scott Pilgrim, written by Brian Lee O'Malley. And I'm going to say it's a pretty great story, honestly. Like the graphic novel itself is a really fun story with a lot of goofy ass moments and just like a really good narrative itself. And the movie is honestly just as good. It really captures the comic itself. But we ain't talking about that. No. We're talking about the game. And, well, it's kind of a slow burner. So let's just get down with our bad selves and dive on in. So the gameplay can be best summarized by being a classic arcade beat-em-up, a lot like old Double Dragon, Streets of Rage, Final Fight, X-Men, TMNT, Castle Crashers, Battletoads, Golden Axe, River City Girls, etc., etc., etc. Yeah, so you just beat the hell out of everybody and move on to the next screen. With this, you also have an access to a variety of characters, such as Scott Pilgrim, who is the main character and an interesting individual, Ramona, who is the love interest and has a cool hammer. Then you got Steven and Kim, who are essentially the band members and Scott's personal best friends. Steven is the lead singer and Kim is the drum girl. Knives Chow is a girl that throws knives, and she's a sweet ninja girl. That's cool. Then you have the best character in all of the series, Wallace, my favorite homosexual. He is the peak character in this series, and obviously one of the funniest motherfuckers. My man literally takes boyfriends and then makes them his boyfriend. He takes anybody. So at the start of the game, your character is a bit sluggish. Kind of weak also. It takes forever to actually kill anybody, and this kind of made me drop the game a couple times because I didn't realize that eating food in stores and spending your money in stores can increase your stats and make you way stronger and faster. Holy shit, did this make the game way better. You can level up, earn new moves and abilities, and whoop they asses. Now, I say this is a slow burner because honestly, it feels a little too slow, to the point where I am constantly grinding to get more money. However, you can put in a little cheat code, and then, you hold the jump button, go up, up, down, down, left, right, and then, you press the circle button, then all of a sudden, bam, you got $50. Cool. Yeah, so, you can just go take that money, go pay off Scott's late fees, and then get access to movies that can dramatically increase your stats. Great, so I felt like I had to cheat so I can play the game at a much better pace and make it more fun. Okay, the game is a beat-em-up, like I said, so it's very monotonous and extremely repetitive. Unfortunately, my love for these kind of games has dwindled over the time. Growing up, after playing, other genres of games and loving them much more, I'm not going to shit on that genre or anybody who enjoys them, but it's just like, yeah, I'm just not a big fan of this genre anymore. And it just takes a long time to fucking kill enemies, and it slows the game down to a halt. And the thing about it is that, it's not that the fact that the game is, extremely difficult. It's more so it's just a test of patience and constantly hitting the same fucking button over and over and over and over again. It just feels so fucking repetitive. If you like this, that's fine. But for me, it just doesn't cut it for me, honestly. Fortunately, the game looks stunning, and the music does it a lot of favors. The art style has this western chibi style that I fuck with hard. Also, the tracks in this game are a beautiful orchestra of 16-bit beeps and boops. God, this game has a lot of charm for just how sluggish it feels when you start off the game. And then once you actually, max out the character stats and make them feel powerful, you feel like a fucking god. You feel amazing. You could fucking one-tap people, throw them around, grab them, pummel their asses. You could beat the shit out of anybody in this game. And it is fucking fun. The character progression does feel good. However, I think it could have been paced a little bit better. Overall, though, I think the game is fine. It's a slow burner. Oh, fuck. So the plot is very simple. You see, there is a man named Scott who is in a band called Sex Bob-omb, and he has a very strange dating life. Falls in love with an e-girl named Ramona, who is every man's worst nightmare. I mean, literally, she has an organization of 7 evil exes that Scott has to fight to the death in order to be with her. No, hell no. You start off in the streets where you belong, of course. You fight muggers, thuggers, and... Wait, is that fucking JonTron? You make your way all the way down to this club where you fight Matthew Patel, my personal favorite evil ex. My man dated Ramona for like a day as a child, and he is so petty with his mystical powers and his sexy demon hipster chicks, and shoots fireballs.
Me and my fireballs, my demon hipster chicks.
Tell me, Maddie.
This is impossible. How can this be? Open your eyes. Maybe you'll see.
You then head on to a film set and fight a bunch of random extras, and then fight Lucas Lee, who is a skater boy, but she said see you later boy. You take him on and his stunt team and whoop they asses. After all that, you make your way to the new concert hosted by Scott's evil ex named Envy and Ramona's evil ex named Todd. You broke my fucking heart, you stupid bitch! Who's got psychic powers and plays the shit out of bass. Oh yeah, also he's vegan in case you didn't know. Yeah, apparently being vegan makes you psychic.
I'm vegan!
Wait, hold on a second. So with that terminology, does like doing an only meat diet cause you to be built like Broly? I don't know. I'm just asking questions. I don't know. You then move on to a strange garden where Roxy, one of Ramona's evil exes, jumps your ass. And she's a goddamn ninja. Bitch literally binged all of Naruto and Lego Ninjago to get these skills. You go through a temple and then fight these big women and other shinobi randos. After all that, you find yourself at another concert again, okay? But you battle the Katayanagi twins. Apparently Ramona had a thing for a menage a trois. So they summon a massive Gundam, and you gotta throw hands with it, literally. And you gotta fight a simple boss fight with 2, you just slap them a couple times and they're fucking down. Great. Okay. After you fight the Olsen twins, you find a cemetery where Nega Scott is there. He leads you down a path to fight zombies and that take fucking forever to kill. Yeah, apparently this version of Scott is like the embodiment of all that is evil within his body, like all of his faults and, insecurities and all of his like dishonesty just like manifests itself into a Shadow Link version of him. It's actually kind of funny. Finally, the end is near. We're at the finish line. We're almost at another fucking concert. Are you kidding me? But this time, Gideon is here. And this Discord mod is actually responsible for everything. Yeah, he's so goddamn petty. He took 2 hours out of his day to set up an entire evil organization to ruin his ex-girlfriend's life, who he didn't really care about until she rejected him. Okay, so you make your way to fight the Chad version of Gideon. You fight him again, and then you gotta fight this weird, deformed, disgusting monster version of him that's just like, that's just like this weird, grotesque kaiju version of him where he's just like a combination of all the other exes. Really fucking weird. I don't understand. And then, all you gotta do is just mash the attack button with his sword and then he's just done. Then he becomes a soy jack and runs off to this space station, I guess. I don't know. You fight a bunch of robots that explode and shit. Fight him again for the final time. God damn it. Cool Mega Man 2 reference, though. You kick his fucking teeth in and he's chump change. And then the game closes off with Ramona leaving him, and then Scott gets his ladies back. Wait, what the fuck? Hold on a second. Yeah, there are multiple endings to the game depending on who you play as. Ramona's ending is actually the most accurate one where her and Scott end up together. Okay. Knives' ending is essentially she marries Scott. Kim's ending is where Knives and Kim get together. Okay. Stills' ending is the band gets a lot of love and money. That's cool. Wallace's ending involves him becoming a fucking kingpin, and he is the man. Yeah, these endings are wild, but honestly not worth replaying just to see this shit. I mean, it's literally just like a picture, and like, that's it. I mean, you know, also not to mention, like, this game was primarily made for fans, so, like, if you don't really understand the context to a lot of these things, you're not really gonna be able to enjoy it fully. So, like, I think what is one of the greatest strengths of the game when it comes to it, like, its goofy-ass story, is more so kind of a weakness for casual players. This game is more centered around people that actually enjoy Scott Pilgrim, which is not a bad thing. You know, obviously, you know, I'm pretty sure the game was made to promote Scott Pilgrim and anybody that enjoyed the graphic novel, but to somebody that doesn't really understand the lore or understand anything about Scott, it can be a little bit confusing and go, what the fuck happened to that? How the hell does that? I don't get it. But this game definitely was made for fans of the novel and the movie, and it shows.